Welcome, everybody, to Track Shot TV. We got Josh Decker from New York on the phone. This is Farrell-licious, one of my good friends. Old school derby, we're going to drag him down to Vegas and let him see what he's never seen before. It's going to be crazy. But Josh with Track Shot TV's online. He's going to talk a little bit about the show coming up, and let's get to it.
Yeah, big stuff going up here, Johnny. Thanks for having me. Everyone, Track Shot TV is going to bring you absolutely free action from Las Vegas. You're going to have Skinny with me, Ben with me. So we have two of the best tech guys out there. And, of course, you have to listen to me babbling, but I can't wait to bring you. We brought you Florida, which was action-packed, and we're going right to Vegas. It's going to be awesome.
How's the buzz in New York?
I know lots of people that are going out. I've been getting phone calls constantly about people that are going out, want to meet up with me, catch up. There's so much to do out there. But I think people are really excited about it. People are excited to watch it. Like you guys said, this is the first derby ever in Las Vegas. For anyone that loves the sport, you want to see how it goes. You know, so it's pretty exciting. I think it's going to turn out awesome.
Well, you know me enough, and I keep saying it's going to be epic. It's going to be an epic fail or an epic success, but it will be epic.
It'll be memorable, for sure.
But you know me enough too, Farrell, that I'm a little anal on it, so we should be an epic success.
It will be. The thing about Johnny, he's a nice guy, but when he gets stressed or he gets tunnel vision, I'm like, why is this guy being a jerk?
No comment.
Thanks.
No, Johnny, actually, I support him 100% because I've seen him behind the scenes as he does his regular shows. I know this is going to just go off awesome.
My biggest fear is the pit still. You know, it's in downtown Vegas, which is a 2-lane street. All the drivers, just for enter from the north, come down Main Street to get into the parking lot. This is going to be a very strategic parking. No, you're going to have to go exactly where we tell you because there's not going to be a lot of room. And that's the only thing that's really freaking me out.
For drivers, instead of thinking it like I'm just unloading my car, it's more of, I don't want to say a parade, so to speak, but it's you're showing off your iron. You're going to be pulling in. It's going to be unloading one by one, and people are going to be watching. Non-derby people are going to be watching. It's going to be cool.
I can't emphasize, this is literally at the end of Fremont Street, and there's thousands of people, and I know as soon as the engines start flying, they're just going to run to the street to see what the hell's going on.
Absolutely. Cars with the headers of the hood, and it'll be awesome.
Yes.
So what about inspections? I know are they going to be strict on them? Or are you guys going to kind of let a gray area?
Well, Josh knows the crew. We're bringing in our normal crew. It's a stock show, so we hope inspections will go easy. But our crew's pretty damn good, and nothing's going to get by.
I say that's one of the best crews in the business. They take it very seriously. I was lucky enough to hang out with Ben this weekend. Ben and I went to a Demolition Derby swap meet together this weekend, and he's taking it very serious. He's getting a lot of questions. And a lot of questions, he's being very straight down the line with it. And he's telling guys, I heard him say it a couple times this weekend, if you don't do what we're saying, you are going to cut it, and I don't care if I load you. So those guys better not be trying to push it, my suggestion.
Well, one of the weird things is a lot of these guys are coming to the big names from back east are used to that heavy build.
Yes.
And they haven't built stock in so long. They almost have to retrain themselves.
Yeah, they don't want to.
I was just going to ask, what's the difference between a car built in New York and one built here in Ogden?
Josh?
Well, actually, New York is an exception. I'd say New York and up, our stuff is more stock. We're actually much like Utah. We're actually very close to Utah. But as you start to get in the Midwest, where Demolition Derby is much more competitive, higher dollar amounts, and it's just been around longer. They're spending way more money, much more skill, much more aftermarket products, and I think that's going to be the great thing about Utah is you're actually going to be watching almost like 1990s Derby kind of with the rules, right, Johnny? And that's kind of old school. I'm excited about it, really. I'm
stuff's
excited
gonna
about it. I
actually
like that
bend.
style of tradition.
Right.
Yes.
And part
Now
of that
you
is
got to be a good driver, but you got to wheel a car that is bent, or with flats, or with one bent side, or your radiator's blown, or whatever. It's not just a perfectly straight car for 1 hour.
well, one of the reasons that Stern Dirt wanted to do it this way was Vegas has never had a derby. To hook the crowd, the general public who has no clue what this is, having that carnage is paramount.
Necessity, absolutely.
That's what I was going to
agree
say.
with you, sir.
I was going to say it's got to bend and crash and be dramatic, or people are going to be like,
Eh.
yeah. And that's
You want
another
the
good
nastiest
thing.
motors possible,
Oh, go ahead.
and them to bend the most.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
we need a prize for that.
the
The
most bendy.
foobarred car.
Highest front bumper, sir. We do the highest front bumper out here on the East Coast.
Well, maybe we can get a sponsor for that, and maybe we'll have that one happen. We never know. I'm telling all the drivers, because we have a game plan going into this show, but I've been stressing to all the drivers that this is going to change on the fly. We have no clue what we're going to expect. Thursday's inspections, we're going to start at 9 a.m. with the Friday cars, and then we'll roll into Saturday cars at about 2 o'clock. And that whole process in itself is gonna morph on how we do the inspection lanes and where we put cars and where we stage them after. So it's going to be just a growing, evolving event every moment of every day, and it's going to be very intriguing.
Well, I think, Johnny, for most of the guys that are going there, you got a lot of great names that go all across the country. They realize that they're at something that it's the beginning of possibly something great. And I think most of the guys are willing to, we understand things aren't going to go exactly perfect. We're going to have to adapt as the day goes. But all those guys are going to be the first guys ever to Demolition Derby in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
That alone is
Crazy.
awesome.
And to be known as those guys, and we got some great presents for these drivers. They're going to be thrilled with what they get from us. We got some goodie bags and a special prize for them all that I can't go into right now. But
I was going to say, what about T-shirts?
oh,
Hoodies.
fair enough.
Those are what I like.
So I'm going to cover your face up. So the shirts are in.
Very
Inaugural, first time ever shirts. There's one for you.
Thanks, sir.
And then our hoodies.
So, what if somebody wants to buy one?
For up until Friday, you can go on the Stern Dirt website and order
Oh,
those.
is that mine too?
As of Friday, we got to pull them down because we won't be around to take any orders. We just placed a second order, but there is a limited supply, so you need.
But you'll have some at the
Yeah,
show.
we'll have some at the show, absolutely. The drivers are all getting a hoodie, so they don't have to worry about it. But if the fans, I can't believe how many I've mailed out this week. Jerry's mailed out. I had one guy that ordered $400 worth of T-shirts and hoodies from Iowa, I think. So it was like, it's exciting, and the ones that have gotten them, they love them, one of a kind. So we're excited to get those. So if you want your shirts, jump on sterndirtracing.com, get them ordered. If not, you got to get them at the event. If there's anything left over, we'll put them up for sale after the event. But this is a really limited item.
So, what about this show? It's so big. How many tickets are left? They sold out?
500 per day is all that's left. So if
roughly
you're
1,000.
coming, you got guys in New York and guys all those calling you. If anyone thinks they're going to just show up and get a ticket, they might not. So they need to get a ticket early. So talk to your friends, Josh.
Sold out in Las Vegas, huh? How cool is that?
If not, you got to wander the streets.
Well, that wouldn't be bad. No, it would suck because you want to watch the Derby and walk the street. Well, go see the sights. Walk
I've
the
seen you
streets.
walk the street. I still think, Josh, you got to agree with it. With a couple thousand of our closest friends on Fremont Street, we got to have cameras and we got to get some blackmail footage.
I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen.
So
I'm sure someone will get themselves in trouble.
What other kind of entertainment? Wrestling?
So, as the show goes on, Friday the show starts at 3 o'clock. We'll do drivers meeting at 1, get everything together. Show's going to start at 3. This is a brand new facility. They're just putting in lights. It's growing, so we gotta stay on the daylight side of things for right now. If we're welcome back, which we are, hint hint, we can go with a later show. But right now we're going to start at 3. Again, destination, we want everyone to come and have fun and be able to enjoy Vegas. Because how many of these guys have never been to Vegas? Josh?
Totally. I've never been. We haven't been. Yeah, lots of people.
I mean, I bet half the drivers have never been. And we wanted them to have fun and experience. So one of the things is, so start at 3. We should be done by 7 or 8 if we can run our efficient show. At 9, well, it's starting at 7 o'clock. The hotel's closed down Fremont Street in front of the hotel and doing a party for the Derby drivers, fans, anybody who wants to come. At that, we're going to do our award ceremony where we're going to have the showgirls there so they can get pictures with the guys getting their big trophies. I'm waiting to see the trophies. The trophies are just magnificent.
Digging it.
We got wrestling. We're getting you in the midget ring.
Oh, that's
Fine,
awesome.
done it before.
They got a band and all kinds of stuff going on. So both nights, party with wrestling, the girls, the award ceremony. It's just going to be a great night after the Derby.
Did you say wrestling
That's
girls?
cool.
No wrestling girls.
Oh.
I think it's
It was worth a shot.
I think it's little people.
So if somebody wants to watch it online, where would they go to see the stream? And is there a charge for the stream?
No, that's the greatest thing about it, is absolutely free. As being drivers that we all are, we want to bring it to the drivers, let everyone watch it. So absolutely free. You're going to go to usaderbytix.com and boom, you just click on it and there it is. It's so simple, so easy. Phil does a fantastic job of getting it running, and it'll be Skinny, Ben, and I there, and we have a lot of good guests already scheduled, so you don't want to miss it. We're going to have some good conversations going on in between the heats, and the drivers list that you're going to watch is going to be incredible that night, so don't miss it. usaderbytix.com.
And then something new, I don't know if we've talked to you, Josh. Gumby's putting together the Derby Garage.
Okay.
So he's bringing a big trailer down, and he's actually going to Captain Carnage this weekend to get supplies. And what we're going to do, because one of the cool things about back east is you get all the big Derby manufacturers that show up and have all their stuff on site. They can't afford to come back out to the west. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry all major products from all the major players in the Derby equipment world, and we're going to have a bits and pieces of everything on our trailer. So the guys from the west who never get to the east will get to experience and purchase all that stuff. So we're going to have radiators, batteries, stuff from Nearat, Postal, gas tanks, drive lines, trannies, battery boxes, pretty much anything. And we're going to have a couple motors from Schrade. He built a couple motors to sell down there, and actually one's already sold already, so I think the other one might be sold already. So, but we're going to bring them down so everyone can look at them and talk to them, and if they'd like to order one of those, they can.
Here's the big whammy on all that: shipping.
No
you
shipping.
Get to go pick it up. Yes, you pick it up in your hand and you take it home, and you don't have to pay that extra shipping.
Absolutely, and that was our idea.
Smart.
As we look into all that, we're buying bulk and picking it up to save on that shipping, and so when you're there, it's you walk away with it.
Take advantage of it, guys.
That will be interesting for me, because I've never seen a bunch of aftermarket Derby parts. I just assumed you got the junkyard stuff, and whatever worked, and what didn't.
Well, when you look at where
blow your mind.
Where you look at where the world's gone, we're NASCAR-esque now with all the parts that are out there.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
It'll blow your mind.
Absolutely.
So again, we got about 500 tickets left. Unfortunately, we have to talk about the blackjack tournament. We only had about 20 people sign up, so the hotel couldn't justify the cost. So we've had to kill that for Thursday night. So we'll just all get together and hang out and drink a little and gamble a little Thursday night before we get all serious on Friday. And it's...
I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome.
I am too.
You're excited. You're excited. I'm freaking out.
Nothing to worry about, Johnny.
I got your back.
You got 4 days for me to get everything done before I'm on the road. I'm heading down Sunday, and I'll be there all week and getting the equipment lined up and stuff. So, again, drivers got to be there on Wednesday arrival, so you have it all night Wednesday to enjoy. Thursday inspections. We'll party a little bit on Thursday night. Show 3 o'clock Friday, 3 o'clock Saturday. After party is going to be epic. I'm so excited about that.
Bring your phones and your video cameras.
Yeah, as soon as I get the trophies back this week, I'll get some pictures out of what they look like. But they're really nice. With David Sullivan did a fantastic job building these, and way excited to get them. They're kind of one of a kind. And with that, we got Track Shot coming up and a few other shows coming up. Josh?
Yeah, we're going to be at a whole bunch of them here out in Utah. We hooked up with Frankie Guy. We're going to be out there in September. Hopefully we're going to catch up with us at the end of the season. So at San Filippo. So we got a whole busy year going out. Make sure you follow Track Shot all year. We're going to bring you free Demolition Derby from all over the country. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that. And you get to follow your favorite drivers throughout the year, which is really the cool thing. And Utah's really been attracting some big names, and I don't think this year will be any different.
No, we've seen the list of what's signed up for the rest of our shows, and it's pretty nasty. And if you're a promoter and are interested in Track Shot, contact Josh, and he'll talk to you a little bit more about that. So I'll give you a little teaser.
Absolutely.
I'll give you a little teaser, Josh. You get to handle this on the Track Shot at the show. The hotel's already asked us to do another show, so we're toying out a 4-man team show later in the year. So more to come on that.
That's a heck of a teaser.
That's a heck of a teaser. A lot to figure out to make it happen. So we can't commit to anything right now, but we were very excited about I thought the hotel was going to have to wait till we were done with this show to see if they were happy or not. And we talked to the CEO a couple weeks ago, and he says, "Nope, let's do it." I'm like, "Okay."
That's awesome.
Johnny, I'm going to throw this out there real quick. A lot of motorsports, we watch all these other motorsports. I have as growing up, I've watched motorsports, tractor pulling, truck and tractor pulling, racing, now mud racing, now rock crawling, all these things getting national exposure. It's Demolition Derby's time.
Absolutely.
And I think that you are in the head of the group in helping us get to that point. So I'm thankful to be part of it, sir. Las Vegas is the beginning of much more to come, I have a feeling.
I think it's going to be huge. I think the future in Vegas is going to be fantastic. Like you said, destination. So one more little teaser for you, Josh. Talking to the CEO of the Plaza, if we can make Vegas successful over the next couple of years, we have a venue that will blow everybody's minds in your neck of the woods, possibly. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, my area needs that. I like the sound of that.
So with that, join us in a week. We'll be down in Vegas. You're going to be doing some FaceTime live?
Absolutely. I'll be all over the place all weekend long.
You better bring your battery block charger.
Yes, exactly.
Or two.
Yep.
So,
Get your t-shirts.
get your t-shirts.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Get your rooms at the Plaza. And
It's going to be a good time.
I'm just...
It's going to be off the chart.
Goosebumps.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in a week. Josh, take care. Farrell,
See you, man.
See you
thanks a
guys.
lot.
Take care.
Okay.